Welcome everybody to Indianapolis for 24 laps of great racing here in the Voltage Cup Series. Steve Cavallo will start on the pole looking for his third win of the season. Gene Evans will start second. Paul Sardinia starts third, and that is Sheila Sullivan is going to start fourth. So we will see you for the green flag as let's see who will have a chance to win today. Also, the cars change paint schemes after this race. So we get ready to go to green flag racing here today. 24 laps of racing. Will we see a lot of cautions or not? Anyways, green flag is out and we are underway. Steve Cavallo with the great jump. Won back at Michigan. That's his last win. He has been winning super speedway races, so he has been proving himself as a super speedway expert. Oh, and we already got a wreck. Scott Greeny, Logan Scott, Allison Rogers is around. We've already got a caution. Austin Alves, Jim Morton, Daniel Carnero, Logan Scott, Allison Rogers, Scott Greeny, Stephanie Manas. I think some others here are involved. Who will lead it back to the line, however, as Paul Sardinia is on the back bumper of Steve Cavallo. And Steve Cavallo is going to lead it on the caution. And well, let's see if they can hold on here. Oh, they didn't. They didn't. Somebody spun out almost. Michael Parker hit the brakes. Stephanie Manas. And they're all fine. Oh, what the heck? The hell just happened to a 93 car? Well, we'll have to look at that. Okay, let's look at the wrecks. Alright, so here's what happens. They go 3 wide. The 18 gets into the 97, gets into the 88, and there you go. 48's around. 88's around. 18, 80, 23. The 93 gets spun out. So the 88 and the 18 were immediately out of commission. Austin Alves just slammed on the brakes. Now let's see what happened to the 93 car farther up. Oh, there was a spin. Oh, and she just slides into the 45 car. Now what happened to the 45? Oh, she just got spun right out by Kay Rogers. Michael Amato gets some damage. Wow. Can't believe that. And then zoom. Yep, that's wonderful. Let's go back to green. Alright, we get ready to go back to green. Cars out of the race. Scott Greeny, Jim Morton, Daniel Carnero, and Logan Scott. So not that Jim Morton wanted it all after winning the Code Red Series race. Your top 10 rundown: Frank Laniers leads, and Kate Harala, Steve Cavallo, Gene Evans, Paul Sardinia, Sheila Sullivan, Peggy Bowling, Brenda Harala, Adam Rogers, and Michael Beeson. So they will be going back with 19 to go, 5 laps completed. And they're going to try to see if they can do what the other series have done. Once you get a restart, you go green. So I'm starting to get a little chilly over here. Windows open. But Frank Laniers with a big jump. Excuse me. Sorry, everybody. Whoa! Steve Cavallo almost got spun out. Peyton Goodwin was almost spun out too. The 14. Holy crap. This is not going to be good. They're going to wreck again. I can feel it. Allison Rogers is back here with a slow car. This is Frank Laniers. This can be a trouble zone sometimes. And look who's up front here now. Tony Vieira, who could be going for the Cup sweep of Indy. He won Lucas Oil Raceway for this race, and he could be going for the Cup sweep because he can't do the other sweep because he hasn't won any of those other races. But he won the Code Red Series race at Lucas Oil, the Cup race at Lucas Oil, and now he's going to be looking for the Indy win here at Indy. And that would be a Cup sweep of the Indy tracks if he were to win today. But as a rookie, that would also be an amazing accomplishment. As Michael Naylor is looking underneath. Sheila Sullivan, 2 chasers from last season. And Sheila Sullivan has been not having a good year. She will need to win if she wants to get into the last chance qualifier. And here's another driver back here, Peyton Goodwin, who has not won since his 3 races in a row all the way back to Kansas. And he is fighting for a wild card too. Anyway, Franklin Ayers is way out ahead as Peggy Bowling is moving into second with Tony Vieira is going to duck underneath her. Tony Vieira is looking for that 3rd win of the season, and he wants it, but Franklin Ayers is way out in front. Fastest lap going to Tony Vieira, 46.101, and then Franklin Ayers, he's all by himself. He puts down a 46.133, man. He's the second. These are the 2 fastest cars here in 1st and 2nd. Peggy Bowling, last one at Pocono. And oh, I got a car. I saw a car pitting. Nico Tringali. I believe that's Benjamin Dion. 2 cars coming down. So we are going to start seeing some green flag pit stops here. As Franklin there still leads. Steve Cavallo falling back to 4th. Now, oh, the caution's out. I can't really see who's involved here. Oh, Cindy Vieira, Amy Medeiros, Stephanie Manas, Nathan Rogers. Beeson is smoking. Austin House has damage. Oh, Austin, don't slide up in front of anybody bad. Looks like it was a very relatively crash in the middle of the pack here. As they're all inside, Franklin Ayers will lead, and Nico Tringali and Benjamin Dion are going to be stuck. They're going to be stuck a lap down. So let's see what caused this accident. So here you go. Coming out of turn 1, Amy Medeiros clips the double zero of Beeson into the 56. Nathan Rogers is going to hit the wall. John Linnaeus is going up down the track. Amy Medeiros is sliding down the track. And oh man, Cindy Vieira nowhere to go. He's going to just back into the double zero. Hits the 30. Oh, 81 comes back up and hits the 56. The 90 spun out. Oh, Karen Vieira! Yep, she gets the 56 there at the top of the screen. A multi-car incident, and I'm sure we're going to have some cars that will not be able to continue. So as we get ready to go back racing, Michael Beeson, Nathan Rogers, and Cindy Vieira are all out of the race. Now, Benjamin Dion and Nico Tringali are in front of the race leaders because they pitted right before the caution came out. Everybody else pitted on the caution, so they are on the tail end of the lead lap. But they will eventually pit before these guys again, so their days are much hopeless unless a caution comes out while they're still where they are. Now your top 10 rundown: Steve Cavallo, Franklin Ayers, Tony Vieira, Michael Naylor, Peggy Bowling, Carol Fletcher, Sheila Sullivan, Brenda Harala, Michael Santos, and Gene Evans. So we will have 11 laps of racing to go. And it's anyone's guess who's going to win. Tony Vieira and Franklin Ayers have had the fastest cars. And SHR drivers Steve Cavallo in 1st and Michael Naylor in 4th. As well as Carol Fletcher in 6th. So Haas is doing a great job today. So now Cavallo and Franklin Ayers are going to look out here. And so I don't think the 71 is going to... 44 is already now a lap down, and Tony Vieira is there on the edge. And now Franklin Ayers is looking to the inside. And Steve Cavallo is trapped because of the 33 car. Now here comes Carol Fletcher in the 39 car. She has not won a race this year, I don't think. No, Carol Fletcher has not won yet this season. She won twice last year. It's that time of the year again, crunch time, she starts doing better. Oh, Franklin has almost tried blocking the 71, but 71 was already there, and he didn't want to wreck himself. And oh my gosh, 3 wide here with the 44 and the 14. Steve Cavallo is going to be trying to be careful here. As now Tony Vieira leads, Franklin Air second, Carol Fletcher's third, Sheila Sullivan fourth, and Gene Evans is fifth. Some slow cars here. Gene Evans is looking for fourth place here. And Brenda Harala, Michael Naylor, Michael Parker, Peyton Goodwin here, and Steve Cavallo has fallen way back. He is now in 10th. And Tony Vieira continuing here. And as we are back here, pit stops. Benjamin Dion is down again. And we could probably expect these drivers to come down again soon too. But Tony Vieira has plowed away from Carol Fletcher. As you can see, Tony Vieira is a half second better. You can expect the 44 down here soon as well. So Michael Parker's here in third. Gene Evans fourth. And now Brenda Harlow will be fifth. And, yep, here comes the 71 of Tony Vieira. Last pit stop of the day. And I think everybody's coming down. Paul Sardino using a little trick move going around everybody on the outside. So everybody is in. So we will watch the TV2 cams, see who comes out first. Pulls Cavallo into his pit stall. Oh. Tony Vieira is out first. Carol Fletcher, Michael Parker, Brenda Harala, Gene Evans, Peyton Goodwin, Sheila Sullivan, Peggy Bowling, Franklin Nurse, Paul Sardina, Sam York, and Michael Naylor. Benjamin Dion looking for his lap back, but that's Tony Vieira's gone. He's gone. You would need a caution, and after pit stops, those are hard to come by because everybody's so singled out. But I mean, you've got 2 lap cars in between him as well. As Michael Parker is in second, but he is so far back. Great pit stop by the 71 team as we are at 5 to go. Gonna see if we can figure out who is where here. And I can see it now. 4 seconds over Michael Parker is how much Tony Vieira leads. Third is Carol Fletcher. 4th, Brenda Harala. 5th, Gene Evans. 6th, Peyton Goodwin. 7th, Sheila Sullivan. 8th, Franklin Ayers. 9th, Peggy Bowling. And a battle for 10th between Paul Sardina and Samuel York. As we go through the field here. We are coming to the white flag. Tony Vieira put down the fastest lap of the day that nobody comes close to. Okay, Carol Fletcher, second fastest white flag, by the way. Carol Fletcher, second fastest lap, 45.956. What did Tony Vieira get? 45.668. Fastest car on the track today. He is 4 seconds ahead of Michael Parker, who is in second. Third, Peyton Goodwin. Fourth, Brenda Harrell. Then Gene Evans, 5th. Carol Fletcher, 6th. Franklin Ayers, Samuel York, Peggy Bowling, and then Sheila Sullivan rounds out the top 10. But enough about them, because Tony Vieira is going to do it. He's done it. Tony Vieira coming out of turn 4 for the last time. He is going to win race 24 here at Indy, and he is going to get his 3rd win of the season, and he sweeps the Cup races here in the state of Indiana. So Tony Vieira does it. He gets the Cup Series sweep, Lucas Oil and Indianapolis here. So he gets the Cup Series sweep of Indiana. Second is Michael Parker. Third, Peyton Goodwin. Fourth, Brenda Ralla. Fifth, Gene Evans. Sixth, Carol Fletcher. Seventh, Franklin Ayers. Eighth, Samuel York. Ninth, Peggy Bowling. And 10th is Sheila Sullivan. Then it was Paul Sardini, Austin Alves, Michael Naylor, Ryan Shea. Benjamin Mimoso is 15th. Derek Fletcher. James Francis. Adam Rogers. Steve Cavallo gets 19th. And then Michael Santos is 20th. Stephanie Benas, Amy Medeiros, Kate Harala, Kate Rogers, Michael Jenkins, 25th. Zachary Rogers, Philip Tringali, Peter Sands, Micah Kidney, John Linares, 30th. Then Allison Rogers, Michael Model, and Karen Vieira was 33rd. Cars a lap down, Nico Tringali and Benjamin Dion, 35th. Cars that did not finish the race: Michael Beeson, Nathan Rogers, Sidney Vieira, Scott Carini, Jim Morton, 40th. Daniel Carnero, and Logan Scott. So now, as I had said in the other races, the Truck Series is done until the LC Last Chance Qualifier race for the Chase. The Code Red Series is done as well for now. So the Cup Series was going to April, Pigsport, and then Bristol, and they'll be the only series going to that places. And then when the Cup Series heads to Ricky Raceway, before that, the Code Red Series will have their race at Montreal. So we'll see you for those races. Stay tuned.